That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr. President,
that's enough.
Mr. President, I had one other
Peter,
question,
let's
if
go.
I may ask.
You just witnessed CNN's chief White House correspondent, Jim Acosta, speaking out of turn, asking inflammatory questions, and refusing to let a White House aide do her job. And her job in this situation is to hand the mic to the next reporter. Could you imagine if a conservative pushed a woman around like this? Watch his hands closely.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am.
His behavior was deplorable. If you can't follow the rules, you shouldn't be let in, period. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Acosta is an activist, not a journalist. Now, before the scuffle, Acosta was inserting his views on the migrant caravan heading to the U.S.
They're hundreds of miles away, though. They're hundreds and hundreds of miles away. That's
I
not an
think you
invasion.
should, honestly, you know
miles
what?
away.
I
That's
think
not an
you
invasion.
should, honestly, I think you should let me run the country. You run CNN.
Actually, Jim, it is an invasion. There's nothing normal about thousands of people, many of whom are military-age men, storming across Mexico demanding to get into the U.S. Not only do we not know who's in the caravan, there could be criminals, gang members, terrorists, but also, if these people were really seeking asylum, they would just ask for it in the first country they're safe in, Mexico. But guess what? They don't want to stay there. Why? Because they're economic migrants. Also, the media's really playing up Republicans losing the majority in the House.
You're a man who likes to win, but last night was not an absolute victory for you.
I'll be honest. I thought it was a very close to complete victory.
Obviously, it wasn't ideal for the GOP. No party likes to lose seats, but to paint the election results as something unusual or unexpected is misleading. Historically, the party in the White House loses badly in the midterms. Just look at what happened during the Obama era. And here's more food for thought. In the past 100 years, the White House has only gained seats in the midterm elections 3 times. Republicans gained seats in the Senate, which is pretty amazing considering what they were up against. And here's another good one for you.
On the campaign trail, you called yourself a nationalist. Some people saw that as emboldening white nationalists. Now people are also saying
I don't know why you'd
that
say
the
that.
president.
That's such a racist
There are
question.
some people that say that now the Republican Party is seen as supporting white nationalists
I
because
don't
of your
believe
rhetoric.
that. I don't
What do
believe
you make
that.
of that?
I don't believe it.
This is a PBS reporter. Your tax dollars at work, my friends. Yamichi, let me educate you. A nationalist, according to the dictionary, is a person who advocates political independence for a country. Hence, America first. It doesn't mean President Trump doesn't want to work with other countries around the world. What it means is that he won't let the U.S. get taken advantage of anymore. He'll make sure our country negotiates to get the best deals and fair deals. There's nothing wrong with that. A white nationalist is a person who espouses white supremacy and advocates enforced racial segregation, which is not what the president supports in any way, shape, or form. He's condemned white supremacists, racists, bigots many times. What more do you want from him? And here's another example of a liberal reporter obsessing over race.
Michael Cohen recently said you called black voters stupid.
That's false.
Omarosa has accused you of using the N-word, and the rapper.
So let me put this in perspective for you. This is a post-election news conference, so you think reporters would be asking questions regarding the election. But reporters like this Yahoo News one are rehashing old fake news just to stir the pot of racial division. Omarosa had months to produce this N-word tape. Where is it? And if it existed, don't you think the whole world would have heard of it by now? And how do these types of questions and statements move our country forward? These liberal reporters blame President Trump for the division in this country. Why don't they look in the mirror?